Hi, how's everyone? Welcome. I hope I find you all well. Thank you for returning. And hello, if you are new, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I'm recording this the night before so I can upload it on Thanksgiving Day because we're going to be busy, busy, busy. And I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday. I hope there's not too much drama. Um, I, I decided to do a 12 card zodiac spread. Okay, now this doesn't, I'm not going by the astrology that's in the sky right now. It's just 12 placements, one card each, one in the middle for the central theme, and I'm just going to read the cards as it is, and then we'll get some theme cards at the end. No ancestor cards. This is kind of a stripped down one. I haven't done the 12 card spread in a long, long time, and I don't think I've ever recorded one. So let's get started. So the central card that pulled at the end is the Two of Cups. So this is a wonderful energy of a connection, a partnership, and a loving one at that. Did not come out reversed. We're using the Tarot of the Divine. This is the deck that's all mythology and folklore. And the Two of Cups in this deck is represented by Enkidu and Gilgamesh. Now, there are some who believe that these two may have had a loving relationship, even though they are two masculines. They were equals, and that's the key to this card. This is a partnership between equals, but they were complete opposites. So they were equal but opposite. They were the perfect match for each other. The story of how they came about is that Gilgamesh was a king and he was unmatched in anything. And because he was unmatched, he started wrecking shop all over the place, just invading and fucking and just causing a ruckus, right? Because there was no one to stop him. So that could represent someone who is astray, someone who is just functioning out of their own ego, because there's no one to balance them in their life. So the gods said, look, this guy is tearing everything up. There's nobody who can stop him. We need to send him an equal. So they created from the uncivilized, quote unquote, tribes Enkidu. And he was a beast of a man. If you can see on the card, he's the one on the left with the horns. He was uncivilized, he was uncouth, but he was noble. That's the key. Enkidu was noble, where Gilgamesh wasn't. So the way they met was that Gilgamesh had instituted prima nocta, which means whenever somebody got married, the king had first crack at the bride, not the husband. And when Enkidu heard about that, he's like, that's fucked up, and somebody needs to go talk to that king. So he marched his ass into the palace on a day that had been set aside for weddings, okay? So he posted outside of the bride's suite and he was going to confront the king when he came for his prizes, right? So Gilgamesh comes into the bridal suite fully expecting to get laid all over the place, and there is the beastly Enkidu standing in his way. And he said, if you want to claim these brides, you're going to have to go through me. And an epic brawl broke out. The key is that neither of them could beat each other. So, true to guys being dudes, they became friends. And because the fight and the nobility of Enkidu, this supposedly uncivilized beast of a man, impressed Gilgamesh. So they became partners. They became inseparable. And even though the king was a king and he was educated and everything, he was still he was incomplete without that balance. That's the key of the Two of Cups. You find your balance in a person, somebody who evens you out, somebody who brings out the best characteristics of you. And they did that for each other, because even though he was like Enkidu was a beast on the outside, but he was noble on the inside. And Gilgamesh was the opposite. He was a beast on the inside, even though he looked noble on the outside. So that's why these two represent the Two of Cups. They came together in understanding, in connection, in loving acceptance of each other, and made each other better. Okay, so that is the central issue here. There's a wonderful Two of Cups partnership that is either on the mind of whoever this is connecting with. Maybe this is just in the collective proper. So that's what this is going to literally center around. Now, the first house we have, the first card we have goes along with the first house, or Aries. The first house is ruled by Mars, the god of war, the god of passion, the god of activity and motion and vitality. It corresponds to the root chakra, Aries energy. This is like survival mode. Aries, the baby of the sign, is the first spark of the soul's self awareness. And in that self awareness, there is the drive for self preservation. Not just self preservation, but self promotion. The need to grow, the need to stretch. Think of a baby. It's exploring its surroundings for the first time. Wide eyed, brand new, and full of life. Okay? So something here is full of life. And what card we have is the King of Cups. This is the dragon and the pearl, the dragon king and his pearl. So this card represents the pearl, it represents the heart, something of value, something precious, and the King of Cups is protecting it. So there is an energy of protecting the heart, but he's not unkind. The King of Cups is Pisces energy. He's devoted and generous. He's charitable. So this could be someone with Pisces sun or rising. We've got Pisces on the first house. Aries energy. This could be someone. See, balanced, generous, charitable, kind, intuitive, and emotionally stable. If not, demonstrative. He's not very expressive with his feelings. He expresses it in his concern for other people. Okay. I've known several Pisces men, and the ones that have a good spiritual foundation are wonderful men. But the ones who don't have anything to balance that intuitiveness can sometimes go tiptoeing into madness a little bit. So that's we need to watch out for that. Okay. Um, Pisces' opposite is Virgo, and usually I've known several Virgo Pisces couples who do very, very well. This in the first house is somebody who may have Pisces there in the first house or their sun, somebody who is generous and devoted, but keeps a lid on their heart a little bit. They're a little protective, but that's not to say they're not loving. Okay. Second house is Gemini. Communication, ruled by Mercury. Mercury's in retrograde right now, unfortunately. Just went retrograde yesterday or today. So there could be some kind of there could be some miscommunications here, okay? Usually this has to do this usually this plays out with like missed calls or lost emails, lost mail, dropped phone calls, missed calls, miscommunication. Sometimes people like don't understand each other very well. There could be misheard gossip. That's the negative, you know. The other side of that could be just kind of going inward to explore what you think about things. You know, like it feels like when Mercury is direct, we get an overabundance of information sometimes, and then when it's retrograde, that's when everything's quiet and we get to go through the paperwork and review everything to make sure we, understand correctly. So in Mercury retrograde, take time to review, replay, rethink about things that you've heard, seen, information coming in. Make sure you check sources, make sure you do your research, make sure you dot your T's and, cross your I's, things like that. If you send off an email, uh, uh, make a call afterwards to make sure that they got the email or vice versa. Just, reach out. A little bit of extra communication. If you think you misheard someone, ask them to repeat it. If somebody gave you some information that seems confusing, work it out, okay? That Mercury retrograde can be a bitch. Here in the second house of Gemini, we have the Four of Wands. So, I mean, come on, guys. You've got the Two of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Four of Wands. There's going to be a lot of communication in the area of that foundational home, okay? Now, it's not escaped me that this is Thanksgiving. A lot of people are returning to home right now. There may be protected feelings because we have the King of Cups here, but it's not a lack of love, okay? So second house here, Gemini, the beautiful Four of Wands. I'm unfamiliar with this myth or this story, but they look happy. They look very different also. This is reminiscent of the Two of Cups here, where Gilgamesh and Enkidu look completely different from each other. Savage and refined. But which one's which? That's the thing with that card. Here we have a goddess. She's blue, and a man. I'm assuming it's like a king or a chief or something, and they fall in love and they make a beautiful home. So this is building a foundation, forming bonds, establishing roots, and enjoying that achievement. My goodness, this is a wonderful love reading so far. Two of Cups, King of Cups, and the Four of Wands, the foundation of the building of a beautiful foundation, and the bonds that are formed within it. Third house, we have. Oh crap! I screwed that up. I'm so sorry. Um, I wonder if anyone was yelling at me at the time. I'm so sorry. Second house is Taurus. Oh, I can't believe I made that mistake. I'm getting ahead of myself. Second house is Taurus. Beautiful, lovely Taurus. Ruled by Venus. A loving, now, see, that makes sense too that the Four of Wands is here because it's the foundations of a beautiful home, and Taurus is very dedicated to keeping that home beautiful. So here in Taurus energy, you're devoting yourself to the bonds in the home and the foundation, possibly of new bonds. Okay, we got the Two of Cups here, the King of Cups, and now we've got the Four of Wands in Taurus, second house, ruled by Venus, the goddess of love. And it's funny because in mythology, Venus and Mars affair together all the time. The old saying, all is fair in love and war. That's Venus and Mars. And they're constantly in love, or they're fighting, or they're running after each other. It's just, she's the drama queen, right? So there could be drama in the Four of Wands area of the home, but I get the feeling that this is establishing new bonds. Okay. Now, I can't deny that there is contention in the winds right now. And with this being a holiday season, people returning home, many people could be forming new connections. 1 second, please. Okay, I paused at 1458 if anyone's looking for number 6. So now, so Two of Cups is the central issue. King of Cups on the first house. Somebody is in their King of Cups energy. I think we all could be at the time. We're not loving. It's just we're kind of being protective of it. We're still concerned. We're still kind and generous. It's just we're a little bit protective of our hearts at the moment. Second house. That's the cat. She's got the zooms. Second house, Four of Wands. Taurus energy, wonderful, beautiful. Um, Taurus is, I like to say that Taurus is Libra the morning after. Like Libra is Venus in her party girl phase, and Taurus is Venus the morning after, where she just wants to chill at home. This is very homely energy, very comfortable, very stable. Um, I had many Taurus friends. For some reason, I just gravitated towards Tauruses all growing up. And I always felt like their homes were like second homes, because they were so comforting. And this Four of Wands in Taurus is a wonderful, stable, comfortable new foundation with some Two of Cups energy here. This is wonderful. Now we get to Gemini, third house. Sorry about that. Ruled by Mercury. Mercury is in retrograde. We've got the Knight of Swords. This knight is the fastest knight in the deck, but like all the knights except the Knight of Pentacles, he doesn't stay. This is very in and out kind of energy, but he brings the breath of fresh air. Okay, so this is wonderful new like an invigorating energy, but in the area of communication, because the swords are all communication. Knight of Swords I give to Libra, because he's the middle child, and Libra is the middle of the air signs. So this energy is he's intellectual, or she. Knights, gender ain't shit. Someone in Libra energy, possibly, or Libra on the third house. Intellectual, assertive, direct, daring, accomplished, and efficient. He comes in, he's the ideas guy, right? He comes from all these grand ideas and all these plans and this wonderful, he's the smooth talker, okay? And it's funny that he comes in Gemini, because the fellow air sign, ruled by Mercury, but Mercury's in retrograde right now. So there could be double talk here. There could be grand promises that maybe won't be or will be difficult to keep. It's not that his heart's not in the right place, but it just might be wondrous talking. I promise this. Oh, we can do this. Baby, let's do this. I'm here for this. And they're all grand, wonderful ideas, but can he deliver? Right? You have to communicate that with that person. So this Knight of Swords coming in hot, coming in ready, hot and ready, just like the pizza. He's assertive and direct and daring. This could be somebody with Libra in their chart, or you may have Libra in your chart. I also heard this is like, let me think here. This may be quick communication from somebody who has Gemini in their chart also. Just because I tend to give the court cards to certain signs doesn't mean that they can't have the energy of all of the other signs in that element. Like this Knight of Swords could be Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. It just depends. But I tend to lean towards the middle child here. But I feel very strong Gemini energy coming off of this position because it's Gemini position and Knight of Swords coming in. So, direct communication, very clear, very efficient, very intellectual, very assertive. Um, I would I would be wary of the intent, but I don't sense any malice or um, what's the word? Where you can't trust somebody. Untrustworthiness, I don't sense that at all. So in this Two of Cups, Four of Wands setup, I love this beautiful open communication. I'm drawn to the clouds on this card. They're very wispy. It feels like they're fast moving. Um, the air feels very crisp and clear. I don't feel any underlying malice here, you know? Just open, honest communication, maybe a little lofty, maybe a little far flung, maybe a little hopeful, maybe not too realistic about the hopes of the future, but the heart is in the right place. And I don't get the feeling of untrustworthiness from this person. Fourth house, Cancer. Cancer ruled by the moon. Where's the moon right now? I don't remember where the moon is right now. We have the Nine of Coins. This is beautiful energy. Resourcefulness, faith, and prosperity. I love this story. I don't know what his name is. I can't read my tiny writing. But in this story, a king had a servant, and through the king's he wanted to say through his blessing, this servant grew in prosperity. And I think there was a line in the story where they asked the servant, "How are you so prosperous?" And he said something to the effect of, "I'm worthy in this life and the last life," or something to that effect. My worth is from the last life and this life, right? So the king was like, no, he's prosperous because I gave him his prosperity. So to prove it, the king kicked him out. And he was marooned on some far flung shores, and his wife was lamenting, how the hell are we going to come back from this? And the guy was like, I have faith. Everything's going to work out fine. And then, see that little bird that's on top of that watermelon? The story goes that the bird brought a bag of seeds, and when the guy planted them, they turned into these beautiful fruits, these melons that were not found in any part of the kingdom. So, by luck, quote unquote, he became prosperous again. And the king was like, holy shit, that dude really, really did come out of nothing. He really made his own prosperity. So this Nine of Coins in Cancer, I do like this. Cancer's opposite is Capricorn, and I used to describe Cancers as broke Capricorns. You know, like Cancer takes the energy of Taurus, the comforts of the home, and it's like they go into prepper mode where they have to have everything that you could possibly need. I've known several Cancers and their houses are always stocked, right? Sometimes to their detriment, where it's just like bordering on a hoarder situation, you know? Um, I feel like that's what they do because they're the opposite of Capricorn. Capricorns are setting up for future legacy, right? Future prosperity. Prosperity for now and in the future. And Cancer is like, I just want prosperity for the moment. Like it's not, and it's that's not their detriment. It's the fact that they have people to take care of. They're the mother. Cancer's the mother sign. Leo is the father. So Cancer, being the mother, needs to take care of everybody. Have you ever seen the purse of a mother? I was just thinking about it earlier today that I had something drip onto my shirt, and I remember I used to carry a Tide to Go pen, and it was always in my purse. And then I started thinking about God, everything I used to keep in my purse, just in case, right? So I feel like cancers tend to over prepare for things, but I mean, it's a wonderful trait. If you need anything, go to a Cancer, you know. And this is wonderful. Nine of Pentacles here. This in the Rider-Waite is the baby empress. She has prosperity that she worked for herself. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful energy. So this could be somebody with, in fact, I think this is Capricorn. Nine, one, two, three, four is Taurus. 5, 6, 7 is Virgo. Yeah. 8, 9, 10 is Capricorn. So this could be someone with Capricorn in the fourth house. Okay. Resourcefulness, faith. Let me think. I'd be careful. Like, they're telling me to tell somebody to be careful not to make it a hoard. Okay. Oh, is that why? There are quite uncertain times coming, and I can understand the panic that some people might be in or entering in, the energy of that. I gotta prep, I gotta stock up. This is telling me that you have plenty. And now this is just for some. Don't quote me on this. Don't go doing anything rash with your money just because this you heard a tarot reader say it's going to be okay. But even if it's not okay, you have the resources, the faith, and the experience to bounce back. That's the key of that card. That dude bounced back, right? Through his own luck and hard work. So Cancer, relax a little bit. Okay. Sorry, I had to pause again. I just remembered I was like 5 minutes late to take the baking out of the oven, but it turned out fine. So, Cancer. Oh, I got some on my shirt. Cancer. Um, you're resourceful, you have faith, and you have everything you need to be prosperous, even if something goes wrong. That's the key to that story. It was his prosperity was taken away from him, and his wife panicked, but he had faith that his own abilities would get them back on their feet just fine. Okay, so have faith in yourself here. Um, Fifth position, we've got Leo. Leo ruled by the sun. Sun is in Sagittarius right now, fellow fire sign. We've got the Magician in reverse. So Leo rules the father energy, authority, but not like the authority of Capricorn. Okay, he's not an emperor. He's not a ruler. It's just father energy, who you would go to for protection or advice or money or whatever. Um, it's a lower vibration of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the party boy, okay? So even in Leo, there's a sense of joviality here. They're very they love a good time because they can be the center of attention in a good time, right? But we've got the Magician in reversed here, so there may be some insecurity. Magician is Aries energy. This card is the fairy godmother from Cinderella. So there may be and it's interesting that it falls on top of the Nine of Pentacles, and I just told you that you are resourceful and prosperous because you have experience. Here we have the Magician in reverse, which means there could be hardship in manifesting something. Um, It feels like you're wasting your talents on something. It feels like you're wasting your energy on someone and you can't get through. You can't get the results that you're wanting. This could be someone with Aries on the fifth house. There's a blockage here in manifesting something. Even though it's coming after the Nine of Pentacles, I'm not sensing that this has to do with material gain. I feel like this has to do with interacting with other people. There's a blockage here in manifesting understanding with someone else. This could be blocking um an authority figure, okay? A lower authority figure, not like a judge or a cop or maybe the father figure is that, but this is just somebody with someone with an inverted ego here, okay? There may be stubbornness here at the time, at this time. This lack of inspiration. So there it could be even like I heard I'm not getting anywhere with you, so I'm I'm just leaving it alone. I'm not getting anywhere with you, right? And that's pretty much what I'm getting from that position. You cannot manifest, you can't make somebody change their position. You can't You're having trouble and it's hurting the ego here. It's like very frustrating because you know you're in a position of righteousness, but maybe you're going at it a little bit too much out of the ego. Okay? Go to it more with the King of Cups energy. And I know that's going to be difficult because the drama that's going to be unfolding this Thanksgiving, I can understand. But I mean, use your energy wisely because some people may be too set in their ways. Leo is a fixed sign, so they can be stubborn. This energy can be stubborn. And with the Magician in reverse, it's like you're not going to get anywhere trying to change this person right now, especially with Mercury retrograde. Sixth position, Virgo. Love Virgo. Also ruled by Mercury. Again, remember Mercury is in retrograde. So Virgo is an honorary air sign to me because being ruled by Mercury, which also rules Gemini, there's a theory that Virgo's true ruler is either lost or hasn't been discovered yet. And um, that would make sense to me. But in the meantime, they're ruled by Mercury, which makes them extremely intelligent. Their minds are uh, their minds are impressive, okay? But they are an earth sign, so they do get bogged down in things sometimes. They are the epitome of getting stuck in a rabbit hole. Okay, when you go down a YouTube rabbit hole, they go down rabbit holes in their minds all the time. It's not just YouTube. It's whatever idea they're thinking of, whatever task they have in front of them, whatever any that you know what I'm. They're and on top of that, Virgo is represented. It's a feminine sign, but again, um, there are Virgo men and women, so it's just feminine energy. It's represented by two things. One is Demeter, the goddess of the harvest, because they're the gateway to autumn. They're the gateway to the harvest season. They want me to say, Virgos, eat more of what grows from the earth and less of what walks upon it. And I'm not pushing vegetarianism at all. They're just asking you to work in a little roughage, okay? Have some broccoli along with that Crunchwrap Supreme, okay? Um, I'll get to the card in a second. They really want me to say this. The other thing that they're represented by is the Vestal Virgins. Okay, it is the symbol. The Virgin is the symbol of Virgo. So the Vestal Virgins were priestesses that tended the fires for the goddess Vesta, and she was the goddess of the home. So they had to keep the quote unquote, literally, keep the home fires burning. Now, in order to be a Vestal Virgin, you had to remain virginal, right? So it's a sign of sacred sacrifice. Virgos are very um, giving of their time and their resources in order to take care of people. You wouldn't think so. You would think the ones that are taking care of people are the Cancers and the Capricorns and things like that. But Virgo is, there's something in a Virgo like Capricorn. Okay, they are a little bit like Capricorn. Capricorn being the higher vibration. I've known Capricorn men and women. They have the same workaholic energy, but they use it to different ends. Capricorn men, every single one I've known, his love language is to work himself to the grave to provide. That's how he says he loves you. And then they'll work themselves to death, and then they'll be angry that they can't get out of the grave to go back to work. Okay? Virgos will take care of you in the same way that a Capricorn will work themselves to death for you. You know what I mean? I don't know if that came out right. It's a sign of who do you serve? Okay? Here we have Judgment in reverse. And this is repeating cycles, repeating mistakes, and repeating lessons that haven't been learned. Reflect and forgive yourself. And it says, yeah, there's poor judgment here, but I get it's out of nobleness. It's not ignorance. It's maybe I heard you're giving them too much credit. You're giving somebody that you're having to interact with a little too much credit. And it's a cycle that you keep repeating. So take care in this time period. If you are going by family and you get into arguments, you're getting sucked into old cycles. Don't forgive yourself for getting involved again. But look, no amount of logic, Virgo is a very logical energy. No amount of logic is going to change some people's minds. And you're going to find yourself in this judgment in reverse, this cycle of arguing with people who are not going to change their minds. Your information is sound. Okay, Virgo is very intelligent, and they've thought about things for a long time before you know. Take care, Virgo, because I've gotten into discussions with Virgos, and their insults are on par with Geminis. The Gemini insults, have you ever been insulted by a Gemini? They will weave together an insult that is poetry, right? You would not think those words would go together, and they will insult you. But Virgos, they are not pretty about their words. They are surgical, okay? That's very Virgo energy. They are surgical and brutal with their insults. So take care of that tone if you are in a situation where you're arguing with somebody that you cannot change their minds, all right? And don't get sucked into a cycle. This judgment in reverse is repeating cycles. Don't get drawn into old arguments, okay? Seventh position, Libra, ruled by Venus. I'm not sure where Venus is right now, but we've got the Seven of Cups in reverse. Now, the Seven of Cups, I always say, is like the what's that word? The board that you have, the wish board? Crap, what is that? Oh, I can't remember. Oh, I can't remember the word for it. The vision board, the vision board. Oh my God. It's the, where you have on your wall or on your computer, whatever, journal, um, little pictures of your goals and encouraging statements and you got this girl and things like that and go for it and all these goals like a trip to Paris or a new job or finishing school. All it's my vision board card. Look at him. Look at him looking at all those lamps. This is Aladdin. This card is from the 1001 Arabian Nights. Tales of I don't know how does it go. Tales of 1001 Arabians. I don't know. I know it, but when you're channeling, you forget details like that. Anyways, this is Aladdin and the 40 Thieves, where he goes into the cave and he sees all the lamps, and it's right before he rubs one and gets the genie. Okay? He's got to pick, but this is in reverse. So it may feel like there's no good options here. There's no good choices. This is a reality check. Okay? This is temptation and diversion. Oh my goodness. And what could be the diversion? I wonder if it's that Two of Cups. Oh, with that King of Cups. Aries to... Oh, okay. Seventh position is Libra. And her opposite is Aries. So in opposition to this Seven of Cups in reverse is that King of Cups. This may feel like I heard love's not an option. Or you may think it's not an option. There might be some difficulty here, There might be some difficulty. I heard, what's the holdup? I heard there's a holdup. Libra, I'm a Libra too, so fellow Libras, at the moment, whatever you're trying to choose from, I think this has to do with Mercury retrograde also. It's not it's not an option right now. And I know that sounds, look, mama, quadruple Libra here. Very, very impatient energy, okay? I want what I want and I want it when I want it. Because before we choose anything, we are out of our minds with trying to decide the right thing to do. Okay? Libras, they call us indecisive, but we're not indecisive. It just takes us a long time to weigh all the information because we know whatever choice we make, look at all those choices, whatever choice we make is going to have consequences. Okay? So we take our time in making that choice. But I have surprised many, many people where it might take me months or a year or years and years to make a decision. But once a Libra makes up their mind, that door is closed. It is final. It is gospel. It is written in stone. You are not going to change their mind. We spend long enough thinking about it. We spend long enough considering everybody involved. We spend long enough looking at all the different ways to get there, all the different reasons to do it. And once a Libra's mind is made up, that is a steel trap. So I think what it's saying here is, in the time that it's going to take for this to go upright, meaning for the energy to be in a positive position for whatever you choose to manifest. Remember, we've got the Magician in reverse. So manifesting right now is kind of in the lurch, right? Okay? So what they're saying is in Libra energy, um, keep doing your research on things. Keep thinking it over. Make sure that you got make sure you choose what you really, really want. But don't make the choice just yet. Okay? The energy is not conducive to that choice just yet. It's also saying don't give in to the temptation of the one that's the shiniest because it might be empty. Okay? And that could also go for people. We do tend to like the shiny. Okay? We like them cute and dumb sometimes. So make sure that it's not just a shiny vessel. Make sure that the contents of the vessel are also valuable. Okay? Eighth position here, Scorpio. Love Scorpio. Um, ruled by Pluto. Ruled by Pluto. Pluto the Transformer. Okay? There are two personifications of death in the zodiac. And one of them is Saturn, which rules Capricorn. He deals karma. Saturn is the Grim Reaper. He comes through and he harvests what is dead. But Pluto is Hades. Pluto is the Roman, Hades is the Greek. Hades rules the kingdom where the dead go. He's not death per se. Saturn is the Reaper. Hades is the king of the holding place where the dead go to be transformed. Okay? Here we have the sun. So something here is being illuminated that can be transformed. All right? I love the idea that Scorpio is also very, very, very intellectual, very intelligent. They have such a surgical mind like Virgo does, right? And if you know any Scorpios, they have very intense eyes, okay? And it's because those eyes are calculating you. They are picking you apart. They're picking apart your words, your intentions, what they heard about you, everything. They are the researcher and they dissect everything. Okay? Here we have the sun. So something is going to be illuminated that you will be able to tell the truth and transform it. Okay? You're going to be able to transform something with the truth. That's what they want me to say. This is Ra, the sun god in Egyptian mythology. It is vitality, success, birth, and rebirth. See, transformation through the realm of the dead. And we had judgment here, even though it's in reverse. Joy, luck, and enthusiasm. I love it. So that could be for someone who has maybe the sun in Scorpio, because we've got the sun in the 8th house here, or the sun in the 8th house, okay? Next we have the 9th position, that is Sagittarius. Love Sagittarius. I have Sagittarius North Node and the sun and stellium in the 9th house, so I'm all air and fire. It could be said that I'm all bluster. This we've got the Queen of Swords. All right, but she's in reverse. Okay. This is indecisive. Hello, Libra. In reverse. Indecisive, severe, bitter, vindictive, cold, or emotional. Okay, 9th house Sagittarius. Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter, the good time boy. If you know anything about Jupiter in mythology, he is Zeus, so he likes to sow his seeds, okay? I always describe Sagittarius as the rolling stone of the zodiac. Papa's got to keep it moving. Wandering eyes, wandering minds, wandering feet, wandering hands, wandering hearts, and wandering lips. They cannot stay still. Um, it's like they need more. They always need more, and usually it's more experience, more information. Who are you? Oh my God, I've never met somebody like you before. Tell me all about yourself. They're very expansive and accepting, and they're the learners and the travelers and the teachers. But we've got the Queen of Swords in reverse. Now, in the Queen and King of Swords, the King of Swords is the judge, but he's not the executioner. The Queen is. He makes the judgment, she swings the sword. And here she is in reverse. Please be careful, people with Sagittarius or Libra on the ninth house. Oh, okay? That you don't swing the sword too quickly. Don't swing the sword out of emotion. Okay, you're going to let the emotions get the best of you. We've got arguing on the table here. We've got judgment in reverse, meaning you're stuck in old repeating patterns with people who aren't going to change their mind. You just might off with their heads them. Okay? Now, they're telling me that it might need be done, but don't do it out of anger. Okay? Keep your wits, keep your head, keep your mind. Be fair, be balanced, but if you need to make that judgment call, do it carefully, but be decisive. Once it's done, it's going to be done, okay? Once those, they're showing me somebody, they're showing me this queen, but her tongue is the sword. Okay, her tongue is like a dagger. Once that cut is made, there may not be a good way to repair it unless, there's time in between. So take care, everybody. Um, be in that Libra energy, but be upright about it, okay? Be fair, be discerning. Don't let people lie to you. Usually, the Queen of Swords is somebody, she has her sword up and ready, but she is receptive to hearing you. Okay? Usually in the Rider-Waite, she's upright with her hand forward saying, you may approach, you may come, plead your case, let's hear it out. Tell me everything you need me to know. In good faith. Do it in good faith. And don't come to her with lies because she's got that sword ready. She's going to cut all that away. Here she's in reverse, which means you may be reacting out of emotion and not intellect here. I'm not saying that you're going to be stupid or anything. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we've all look. I'm a Libra. I've been in this situation where you get in an argument. Let me think about this. We're not looked at as fighters, okay? But if you rile up an air sign, you will get a tornado, okay? So take care that somebody isn't riling you up for just to watch you spin, okay? Yeah. 10th position, Capricorn energy, we've got the Seven of Swords. So in the Rider-Waite deck, the Seven of Swords is usually described as the thief in the night, okay? It's this guy making off from what I used to think looked like a circus. He's like, not my circus, not my monkeys, you people are not my problems, I'm taking my shit and I'm getting the fuck out, okay? Remember, swords are all mental energy. So what he's actually getting away, what he's actually what he's carrying with him is his own sanity. Okay? So, but also be careful because the swords represent everything in the mind, which could also be guilt, fear, anxiety, depression, questioning, um, doubts. Did I say doubts? It could be all those negative things too. Make sure that what you're taking with you is upright energy, intellectual energy, facts, truth, righteousness, um, honesty. Make sure it's good things. Seven of Swords. Oh, I used to think it was a circus until I read a book that was describing the card, and he said it said that the person in the card is running away from an army camp. So he's actually running away with their weapons so that they can't fight anymore. Okay? That's much, much more appropriate. In this, I don't know what this story is. I believe it's Native American because it's coyote. But also in that card, when he's running from something, he's looking behind him. Like, I hope nobody follows me. I don't want anybody to see me leave. I don't want anyone to know that I took this stuff and I'm peacing out. So that seems, in this card, you've got Coyote running off with these knives, which is that intellectual energy, but he's looking behind him and you see the shadow that he's looking at is like a monster. It looks like Godzilla is chasing him. So in the 10th house, this is ruled by Capricorn. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, again, the Reaper. Something that may need to end. But Capricorn energy is a very workaholic energy. It's very concerned with status, reputation, prosperity, but not just prosperity for the moment, prosperity for the long term. Okay, so there may be you may be making a move in the career area. Seven of Swords is like I'm getting out while I still have something to take with me. And it's in the tenth position of career and um, financial motivation, reputation, legacy, work ethic. So there may be some of you in the collective that are looking at making a career move while you can. This says this says trickery, strategy. Okay, see, don't get bogged down in negative. One thing that I've been learning is that even something that sounds negative can be changed into a positive. Okay, this is self-preservation and cunning, but it could also be deceit, schemes, and scandal. All right. So take care that if you're making any career moves, that there's not deceit underneath from either side, from their side or your side. Okay, go into it with full. Do your research. I'm a Libra, so I always go back to that. Do your research advice. Know where you're jumping to before you jump. Use strategy and cunning, but be wary that there's deceit in the background, okay? It's like once you make this decision, make sure that something doesn't haunt you afterwards, because that's what this looks like. It looks like he's running off, but something is pursuing him. There's something from the past that's trying to catch up to him. So take care that if you make any moves in career, that there isn't something that can follow you. Either like what I mean, like with your reputation or something, okay? 11th house, this is Aquarius, ruled by Uranus the Rebel. Here we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So I feel like if this has to... Now, I'm going to read these in groups. They've been telling me to try to read them 3 by 3. Let me just go through the rest of them. We've got the Eight of Cups in reverse. This is Moses leaving Egypt and looking for something better, but it's in reverse. So there may be a blockage here in moving on something. That could have to do with this Seven of Swords in Capricorn here. This says, see, accepting less and settling, but you're discontent about it, okay? And this is fear of change. So even though you want to make a move from your career, there may be no good paths to follow right now, okay? So be strategic, all right, but not deceptive. Be cunning, but not scheming, all right? I get the feeling of just prepare for a move, but don't make anything yet, okay? Like this eight of this Seven of Cups is in reverse, which means the choices are blocked right now. So definitely don't make any rash moves here. Okay? We've got the Eight of Cups in reverse. It's like you feel like you're settling for less than you deserve, you know, or less than is appropriate, or less than you can work with. Hi. Meow. Hello. Say hi. Meow. Everybody, this is Huey. She's going to try to lay on the cards. So, Aquarius, if this is Aquarius energy, then I'm speaking to Eight of Cups in reverse. This is no good pathways to what you want. Okay? This Eight of Cups is like, I am not emotionally fulfilled in this position. But right now, the availability of moving on to something else is blocked, or you may just feel that it's blocked because Seven of Cups is blocked. But Seven of Cups is reverse. Now the Eight of Cups is in reverse. I heard stick it out. You got no choice. You've got no choice but to stick this out for a little longer. Okay? Even though you feel like you're settling for less. 12th position, Pisces, ruled by Neptune, the king of the deep, deep, deep ocean. If water represents our emotions, no, ma'am, no, you can't. Lay on the cards. There you go. If water represents our emotions, then the deep, deep ocean is the deep subconscious. I describe it as so deep in the collective unconscious that it's almost returning back to source. That's how deep Pisces energy goes. That's why it seems like they're so psychic. And many of them could be. We've got the Two of Coins, I'm sorry. Two of Coins, again, in reverse. Two of Coins is juggling, it's also multitasking, and it's walking two worlds. This story is the bear mother. Basically, she falls in love with a handsome man. She follows him back to his tribe. And when he gets home, he takes off his human skin and he's a bear underneath. And she's like, okay, I love him. I'm going to marry him. And then she has two half bear, half human babies. And she has to go back and forth between her husband's home and her human home. So this is walking two worlds here, balancing two different worlds here. But it's in reverse. Okay? So this means the feeling of overburden and difficulty juggling work. Oh, work-life balance. This is, and financial instability. Sorry. Yeah. And everybody is feeling this, especially with the politics that are going on right now. But they bring me back to center, And they want me to encourage you to do the same. Come back to center because we've got the Two of Cups here. And in the center of all of this is a beautiful partnership, okay? Somebody that you can trust, that you can lean on, that you can count on, that will balance you. You can, man. Ooh. Now I'm going to read these in 3 by 3. Oh, am I? No, it's already over now. Okay. So that's what I have for the zodiac reading, house by house. Pisces energy, Two of Cups in reverse. I heard even though Pisces is ruled by Neptune, Earth energy, I feel like, ma'am. Let me think a minute. Sorry if it gets quiet. Hi. Pisces, you may be finding it hard to walk between the emotional and realistic. And that's not saying that you're delusional or anything. This isn't like that. And I'm not even saying that you're having trouble processing reality because you're not. But it's a difficult position to be in. That's all. Now, these three together is very interesting because with Capricorn with the Seven of Swords, trying to self-preserve and get out of a situation, but then we've got the Eight of Cups in reverse, meaning there's the energy of settling because you're settling and being not happy about it at all. And because of that, then we have the Two of Coins in reverse, which is struggling to balance that work life, walking that line. And it's affecting the Pisces energy. It's affecting your how do they want me to say this? It's just affecting you emotionally. And when you're not content, I heard your intuition is going to be off a little bit. So if your intuition is off, take some time and breathe. Okay, don't jump to conclusions. Pisces energy is flip-floppy, very dual. It's two fishes, remember, and they're swimming in opposite directions and they're tethered to each other. So make sure that dreams and fantasies don't become delusion and illusion in the reverse, okay? Don't be deluded about things. Don't function in an illusion. Function in reality, even if it's Eight of Cups in reverse, unfulfilling. Because it's temporary. It's temporary. They're telling you be strong, stick it out, make good decisions, make good choices, make good choices. Don't do anything rash, okay? Because there's something about if you do something rash, it's going to upset this Four of Wands, Two of Cups, King of Cups, Knight of Swords. Like this in the beginning, this part of the pie was beautiful, right? And then as we were going, it started getting a little rougher. But I feel like it has to do with things that are a little bit beyond our control, you know? Let's see. We got one, two, three. That's it. We've got only four. We've got four major arcana, and those cards are energy that's outside of our control, that's controlled by the divine. Got a lot of reversals, which means things are paused. Remember, Mercury is in retrograde, but a lot of them up there are in retrograde. It's a fucking train wreck up there right now. If you look at the chart of what's going on, I think Mercury's in retrograde and like all the outer planets except Pluto. So energy, it's like they're telling me bumper cars. Okay? So what they're saying now is that um the foundations, this Four of Wands, Two of Cups, King of Cups, Knight of Swords, wonderful, dependable, loving foundations here, okay? And even though you can't, even though like in the career and money here, there's not much movement, there's not much options to move forward or increase anything right now. But when it does open up, you've got this nine of, remember I said here, you've got all the resources and ability to bounce back from anything, okay? So don't upset the cart here with the Two of Cups in the middle. Don't do anything rash. We've got the Queen of Swords in reverse here. But, you know, in between this Seven of Cups in reverse, which is paused choices, and the Queen of Swords, totally pissed about it. We've got the Sun here, which is success and joy. So in between these two harsh energies, you still have the energy of prosperity and happiness, okay? So that's what let's get, we're already over an hour. Might as well go for broke. This is the Thanksgiving reading, so I'm sorry if it's longer than long. But let's go ahead and get some final oracle messages. Okay, for the collective, for the week of Thanksgiving, please give us some advice. Oh, see, there's that temptation. I'll take that one, but not the others. There's that temptation. Oh. Yeah, it's just hold up on the movement for a minute. Things are up in the air. I mean, look at the politics. Nothing's going to be decided until like January, and then we'll have more of a firm footing or firm idea of what the future is going to hold. Everything is kind of in the air right now. We can't trust the information coming in. We can't trust the prosperity or lack thereof for the future. But they're telling me whatever the future might bring, you're in an energy of that Nine of Coins, resourcefulness, and you have what it takes to bounce back, okay? It's just very tenuous right now. Let me get a couple more, please. Yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness, there we go. Okay, give me a few more. Let's see what we have so far. Oh, see the rainbow. The worst is over. I love that. We've got Being Shiny. I wanted to retire that one. We've got, oh, okay. Yeah, see, conflict. Yeah, situation or something. See, self-reliance. I love that. The situation or something in it is toxic. And this could be what I was talking about when people are going home to family and things are very contentious right now. It could, you could be walking into or trying to avoid toxic situations at home. Do avoid that, please. It's for your own good. Like I said, with this Judgment reverse, you're not going to change anybody's mind no matter how much information you give them. Let them be. Self-preservation, Seven of Swords. Okay? Alright, that's going to be enough for me. Oh, see, yeah. Okay. Aha. Alright, so we've got some good cards here. First, we dropped Apple, which is temptation. That has to do with that Eight of Cups in reverse. Also, we've got that Two of Cups there. Oh, temptation. Bite the apple. Then we've got the Rainbow. The worst is over. We've got remember you are earth. Ground yourself, okay? Plant your seeds, tend your seeds. Don't poison them. Don't dig them up too soon. Don't keep checking on them, but keep putting energy into what you want to build, okay? But it's good. The reason that earth energy is so slow is because it's the only one that is actually manifesting, okay, into something tangible. So we've got the whip, which means conflict and fighting, arguing, discussions, aggression, insults. Take it easy when you get into arguments because here we've got poison. The situation or something in it is toxic. There's negative whisperings and heavy energy. Okay? So be on your guard, Queen of Swords, but don't be reversed about it. Don't go off half cocked. All right? Neptune energy, ruling Pisces, what we were just talking about. Dreams and imagination, the emotional depths and psychic ability, but it's also paranoia. You could be paranoid about something. You've got that in reverse, that two of Pentacles in reverse. So take care that your emotions don't run away with you, okay? But we've also got self-reliance. That's for the Seven of Swords position. Don't be afraid to fly solo. If you have to, you can make it on your own. I think how does it go? Was it from Mary Tyler Moore? I'm gonna make it after all. This says, remember you are spirits, okay? Connect, listen, and be still. Okay? Wow, that got dark really quick. Remember you are spirits. Connect with your higher self, okay? You need that because you've got Queen of Swords in reverse here, which means, you might go off a little bit emotionally. So connect with your higher self and make sure that your decisions and responses are well thought, well felt, they said. And last, we've got scratch paper. I love this card. It says that you can always start over. You can always start over. And practice, You don't have to be an expert at something. You can make mistakes. And that's not a weakness or a fault. All right? You can make mistakes. You're going to learn from them and then do better next time. That's how you perfect something. Okay? Scratch paper. Practice, work it out, start over. You might have to, with that Seven of Swords and the Eight of Cups in reverse and the Two of Pentacles in reverse, with all the money and aspect, you might have to start something over. But you've got Nine of Coins here, which means that you have the ability to bounce back from something. So don't be afraid if you have to scribble something out of your life and start over, okay? And lastly, we've got 777, Divine Path. You are right where you should be, and you are serving your divine purpose, okay? So I hope that's resonated. Oh, I didn't do any of my spiel with this. My goodness. I hope this resonated. I hope the messages reached you for your highest good. If you vibe with my content, please take a moment to leave a like, share, subscribe, and to help the algorithm get my content seen. I would really like to work towards 100 subscribers by summer, maybe. So if you would share my content, that might help me in my goal. In the description, you'll find my email and donation links. I'm now open for personal readings and birth chart inquiries. And for any small donation, I would love to do a 3-card spread for you as a thank you. So email, Venmo, Cash App, all in the description. I appreciate any and all feedback, signal boost, or donation you may leave me. Thank you so much. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and I will see you. We'll be back probably on the weekends, okay? So please keep your wits about you, keep your tempers about you. Don't try to change anyone's perspective. Nobody is changing anyone's minds right now. Take care of you. Take care. We've got a beautiful Two of Cups, King of Cups, Four of Wands. Make sure you remember that your stability is your loved ones. Even if you have to change up who in your energy are those loved ones. Okay? Good luck, everyone. I love you all. Until I see you again. Okay, thanks. Bye.